Hey traders, in trading, sometimes your big losses and your big mistakes turn out to work for you in the long run because you learn from them. I'm going to share with you one of mine today. I'm champion trader Kevin Davey, and let's get started. In my trading, every December or January, I like to review my performance and I like to think about the future year. I like to think about what's happened the last 12 months and what's going to happen or what I hope to happen the next 12 months. And sometimes when I'm doing that, I want to start out the year with a great trade or end the year with a great trade. And it's usually a bad idea to do that. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that right now. But I like to have fireworks, either fireworks to end the year or fireworks to start the year. Makes sense? Probably most of you are like that. There's nothing like ending on a high note or starting out a new year on a high note. But I'm going to take you back a number of years where I had no business trading at the end of the year. And I want to tell you this story because I learned some great lessons, and I think you'll learn some great lessons from it. So this was in December. It was in late December. I had no strategy at the time. I was in a terrible emotional state. I had, at that point, two personal tragedies, death of a parent, my dad, and death of a baby who was stillborn. So I was dealing with those two things. So I was in a terrible emotional state. You know, I shouldn't have been trading algos or anything for that matter. And I had no plan. I had no plan for what I was doing except hope. I just hoped I'd make a trade and I hoped I'd make money. And as you can probably guess, that was bad. Just a bad combination of things. But I still wanted to do it. I said, okay, I've had these personal events that really just derailed me. They were both in early to mid-December. And this was towards the end of December. And I started looking for trades. So this is when I still did some discretionary trading. So I said, I'm going to look for a trade. And I found, quote unquote, a friend in a trade. I saw a lower low, and I saw a higher high. Cool. And then a higher low, a higher high. Oh, hey, this is looking pretty nice. A higher low, higher high, higher low, another higher high. This is great, right? I mean, this is like textbook how they say a trend should look, right? Higher highs and higher lows, just going real nice. And then, well, that wasn't quite a higher low, but I kind of ignored it. I guess that should be a warning sign, right? I mean, here I am saying, oh yeah, nice trend's going to have higher lows. And then I had something that went against it and I ignored it. And I said, I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy because I think it's going up past 94 to a new higher high. So that's what I did. And it was 2 days before Christmas. So it was towards the end of the year. And again, I was trying to end the year with a bang. And like I said, it was just emotionally, I shouldn't have been trading. I should have just taken a break and walked away. But the thing is, it started out so well. So it was December 23rd. I went long right around 90. And by the end of the day, I was up $200 per contract. Pretty nice. So I was pretty happy. I left the day, being happy. And this was, I forget the closing time of cattle at the time, but I think it was like around 1 o'clock or somewhere around there. And so it was still early afternoon. And I was like, okay, things are turning around. This is a nice holiday gift. Then the close came. And after the close, this is what happened. Mad cow disease was announced in the US. This was, I believe, the first confirmed case of it, or it was a big deal. And my heart sunk when I saw this. I mean, can you imagine buying like an hour or two before the close and then having this happen? So the next few days, the next week, look like this, where I got in at this last green bar, and then it went lock limit down, lock limit down, lock limit down. And then it wasn't until towards the end of the year that it actually traded at all. And I got out, and it was about a $5,405 loss. It was a crusher. And it was all because I just did things wrong. And just so you know, my bad luck did not end there. The end of the year, I actually ended up on New Year's Eve in an ambulance. I wasn't drinking, doing anything like that. I slipped going down carpeted stairs. Well, there's a first. Wearing socks, and dislocated my shoulder. And so I had to take a ride in an ambulance so they could put my shoulder back in. That was New Year's Eve. So that last month of the year was terrible. And the one that really stung, obviously, was that live cattle trade. But I found the silver lining. As I'm lying in this hospital bed, or in the emergency room, I was thinking about everything that had happened, and I said, hey, there's got to be a better way to do all this. And what it ended up turning me more towards was doing algo trading. So don't mimic my $5,000 mistake. First of all, keep your emotions in check. And if you can't, hey, maybe you shouldn't be trading. And that goes regardless of algo or not. People say, oh, algo trading, you don't have to worry about emotions. Well, you do, because there's money involved. So keep your emotions in check. Don't trade without a strategy. I was just winging it. I said, oh, hey, cattle look like they're going to go up because it sort of looked like a uptrend, even though there was a definite warning signal it wasn't. And have a plan. I didn't have a plan. I just kind of winged it. So if you do these three things, you won't make the same mistake I made, and you'll be a lot better off. Now it's your turn. What's been your biggest mistake, and what did you learn from it? You can tell me right here. I'm listening. Or you can just leave a comment. That's probably the easier way, since I'm not always listening. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm Kevin Davey, and thanks for watching.